But if we question ourselves, how can I stay in Q2? I know that life is not just planned by me. There are also the things happening around. But how can I always stay in Q2? This is the important question. As we said, just now I said that there will be some genuine Q1 crisis also, but they are very limited for you. But because you are always working in Q2, you easily achieve the P and PC balance. And the formula initially to get more time for you to focus on your few important goals is to understand that you need to say no to a lot of things. But how can you say no to important things? You can never say no to important things, isn't it? What you feel as your fundamental principles on whatever tasks you are doing based on your fundamental principles, you cannot say no to important things. But to what you have to say no then? To the unimportant things. That means whatever things currently you are doing in Q3 and Q4, try to say no to them. Your friends are asking you to come for a walk or maybe come to play on every weekend. Yes, health is important, but for health, why do you need to go to join in some sports academy, play? Maybe for example, on Sunday you have free time. Maybe you are playing whole day cricket. Now, cricket is not your profession. Maybe for a cricketer, cricket is Q2, Q1 and Q2. But for you, for example, if you are a teacher, if you are a doctor, if you are an engineer, is cricket your Q1 or Q2? No. Cricket is just your Q3 or Q4 activity. But if you are committing with your friends that I will attend because I promise, because I will take a membership in a club, then it is becoming Q3 because it's unimportant, it's urgent for you. Similarly, other activities, fun activities, watching movies. See, everything done in very little amounts is always good. It will give you some relaxation. But then there are many other people who enjoy reading books. Why you should always watch movies? So initially, if you see, every one of us, we have got only 24 hours in our life. How can you get extra hours then? You know what is important, you cannot avoid. And you have got your own priorities based on your actual job, based on your profession, based on your own personal principles. Now you are a leader, you are not an average person. Now you as a leader, you think, how can you get your time, extra time out of these 24 hours? From nowhere, right? Except if you crash down, if you compress your Q3 and Q4 quadrants, you are not going to get the time. Okay, imagine that you make up your mind, you now think, okay, yes, these are all unimportant. So far, I was not realizing that. Today, I realize that, yes, I will leave out all these activities in Q3 and Q4. Let me at least create 2 to 3 hours of more time from my life, which I will use for my Q2 activities. Very good. So if you are getting just 2 hours in a day, over the year, you are making more than some 800 hours. Can you just imagine this? From your Q3 and Q4 activities, every day you are taking out even 1 single hour, you are getting 365 hours extra in the same year. And this 360 hours, if you can spend on any good thing, it's going to create wonderful results in your life. People say that in any profession, if you spend more than 10,000 hours, you become the genius. So forget about 10,000 hours. Even if you spend 2,000 to 3,000 hours in your life on any single thing, you become an expert. So first you become an expert. Then if you spend up to 10,000 hours on anything, you become a genius. So just imagine, if you start these principles very early in your life, let a student is doing this from his 10 or 12 years of age. By the time the student is, for example, 10 years they spend, every day they are only doing Q2 activities on their focused important things. How fast they can do that 10,000 hours? It's just mathematics, right? You can always do that. If only 3 hours they spend in a single day, they are making already 1,000 hours in a year. So if the student is very good in understanding the Q2 activities, and if the student is only focusing on those Q2 activities in their chosen field, they become genius. They become geniuses actually. So isn't it an eye-opening fact for all? So we are only looking at one single hour, thinking what will happen if I watch. Instead of thinking that, you think at the big. You are the leader now. You have the long-term vision and think that What if I spend 1 hour extra for health skill? Let us say I want to improve my talking skills. I want to improve my develop my writing skills. I want to write a book. Create one hour aside every day, cutting down my other activities, Q3 and Q4. In a single year, doing all other things, I get 365 hours for writing a book, 300 for reading maybe epics, Puranas, maybe Vedic literature, lot of leadership books, lot of expert books on your profession, anything what you want. So that's the reason we need to first understand that we need to spend our time in Q2, borrowing the time from other quadrants, and the time in Q2, your Q1 also shrinks, because the moment you are acting more with proper plan, your cry come, because you are controlling lot of things before they are even. Effective people are not problem minded. If you are living in Q1, you are problem minded. You are facing problems, you are solving problems, Q1. But if you are in Q2, you are looking at opportunities, you are not even facing problems, because you are solving a lot of other issues before even they become issues. You are actually doing your tasks, you are actually doing accomplishments. So there are very few issues. When there are very few which are urgent ones, your Q1 is shrinking. What you will finally, you have Q2 in your life, maybe 90 to 95% of your time. This is the important thing. So that's the reason for effectiveness, planning. And this planning is not just some stupid planning like daily planning. Because I said in the industrial revolution time, there was daily planning. Even today in a lot of projects and all at industrial sites, they do daily planning. They want to see every hour what is work progress. Good if you are maybe all your factory tomorrow, you are checking all maintenance checks, checklist 1 or 2 days, yes. But all through the year daily planning, horrible. It will never work. Because too much scheduling, what it does, it will eliminate the